Shit. What's up, y'all? What's up? Up here in my garage. My shins are fucking torn up. Look at these things. Oh my God. Fucking torn up. Fucking snatches. How's workout? I was okay. I slept like 3 hours last night. This girl I'm seeing like wakes up super early, so it fucked me up. But yeah, something new weird. I did see Alan Thrall's deadlift. I started a shitstorm on his video. Yeah, I slept like 3 hours last night, so the workout was pretty meh. All my snatch shit was pretty bad. I had no explosiveness, and I did a bunch of hamstring curls and leg extensions. Means I can RDL rep contest going. Care to weigh in? What's the contest? I need to beat him. I mean, Star's not even good. Ain't worth it. I did a 550 ox lift a couple days ago, though. That's pretty fun. That was a 50-pound PR for me for the ox lift, for the Vogel pull style. 495 for reps. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Deficit snatch grip it. They're pretty beastly. Deficit snatch grip 600 lift. I don't know, man. I don't, the meme lifts. They're not fucking meme lifts. Hi, JJ. Hello, Parsa. Yo, what's up, Jack Bill? What's up, David? Hello, Cookie Dude 14. Meme lifts. The only meme lifts are like fucking stupid rack pulls. I'm down. Give me a few days to recover. That WOD thing I did yesterday was pretty fucking awful. My lower back's pretty tanked, especially after the ox lift and then that, like 2 days later. But yeah, I can. When's the due date? Looks like you're like 20 or something. Have you guys done it yet? New to the channel, why are you shitting on Thrall? Some of that shit is pretty funny. Another channel. Thanks, man. Mostly because he's a starting strength shill. He has no qualifications. He has no reason giving people advice, more or less. Yeah, I just did mine after doing RDLs for reps every day last week. Jesus, dude. One week? Alright. I'll probably do it next Friday then. Or this coming Friday, I should say. 495 reps. What are you talking about? Just right below the knee or what? What's the range of motion we're going for? Why do you feel you're more qualified than Thrall? I've coached professional athletes. I've coached bodybuilders who are best in the nation in Norway. I have a degree in the training-related subject. I don't think starting strength is a good program. Not a shill. I don't have. I'm not part of a smear campaign against Jim Wendler in 531. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do them. There's some pretty normal lifts. People are like, oh, you weird lifts. Like, I have plenty of fucking like safety squat bar squats and stuff. They're not that fucking weird. Pair, completely agree in the last PSA. Thank you, man. Deficit search or deadlift is dumb. Don't do that shit. Has to be below knee bend is acceptable. Sweet. Why are you so worried about my squat, bench, and deadlift, dude? Who gives a shit? Competition legal lifts. Genuine opinion, I'm another beast. Guy's strong as fuck, but sick physique, no doubt. I honestly think some of his things are straight autism. Yeah, like, nothing against the guy personally, really. It's just like, I have nothing to learn from someone who believes in, like, aliens are granting him strength and shit like that. I saw a video a couple days ago. Someone posted, the guy did some research with his real name. It's like Higgy Boson or some Higgy something. But but he's like some review of like pro hormones and shit. But nothing against the guy. Like he does like all these like rack pulls and stuff, and it's fine if it works for him, you know. But I don't care. A lot of those dudes are not natty. I know a dude where I lift and ran 531, then jumped on gear and the same program boost lifts up. What dudes? Thoughts of snatch grip RDLs for back development? I mean, sure. Yeah, yeah. I'd say he definitely the drug. I don't know if he could be acting. Like it's YouTube. A lot of people make shit up on their channels, like they have a personality or whatever. So maybe he's just faking like the craziness, but he seems pretty genuinely crazy. What? Dude, I have fucking Galois Underground. I have plenty of box squats from going below parallel with like 600 pounds. So shut the fuck up, dude. Get off my channel. If you don't like me, don't fucking watch my channel, you fucking douche. Ah, what is wrong with you? Why do you like watch channels you don't like? I'm reading his chats. So I might be behind. Oh, what? No, Berserk, I wasn't talking. Nothing about you. I should get tries to lift, but he sucks. Biscuit channel. All those Alan Thrall fanners on here. Dude, should I jump on gear? I don't know. It's up to you. It's all you. How much close grip benching would you do to? I spent 10 minutes up. Oh my god. How much close grip benching would you do for increasing overhead press? If overhead press is your main goal, I'd do a decent amount, but it would be a huge part of it. Oh, my bad. Do you like Alpha Destiny? I did an interview with him. But in loving low incline bench press lately, you found that yourself and your clients of yours have good care of flat bench, overhead press, and muscle gains. I don't really have any of my clients currently doing any like decline benching or incline. Sorry, I don't know incline. I do have clients doing incline benching. Yeah, definitely a lot of carryover, shoulder stability, chest development. Definitely has some yeah, good carryover. Typically with dumbbells, my clients, we do a whole lot with a barbell and incline bench. Do an interview with me, weakling. I don't know who you are. I've seen you comment before, but if you want to interview me, go for it. You can leave a comment. I'll do an interview. I remember speaking to Eric on this other saying like the majority of the reason I like his channel is because I can write to him as a lifter, has the intention to copycat. Yeah. Dude, why are you guys on my channel if you don't like me? I don't understand you. Like, do you have nothing better to do? Jesus, like whack off or something instead. God. All charged 45577. I'm sure you're huge and strong. How's the menacing ball? Posted ball clean jersey that if the memes. Yep, a lot of Alan DYELs. What changes would you do in athletes training in season? Less volume. It depends on sport, of course. A lot less volume. Depends. It really depends on sport. I'm probably doing, I wouldn't less GPP, more like very very sport specific stuff. Trolled in behind. Thanks, Neil Weird. How sad is it these people they're like so, I don't know, like dedicated to Alan Thrall. It's so weird. If I can squat about 2 times body weight for 1 rep will greatly increase my strength while working on explosive strength, increase my vertical jump, maybe. To a point, there's diminishing returns with like increasing your squat strength. Think you're so much stronger than Thrall. Why not post up over 600 pound deadlift? I don't fucking want to. Dude, go away. Jesus. Find something better to do. Bench 345, 225. You're out of shape, dead. What? Eric Reject. I was literally his training partner. That's so funny. People try to use an insult. They're like, you copy Eric Bugenhagen. No, we used to train together, you fucking pain at the bottom of the squat. Dawson, what did I do about that? So, definitely working on mobility. Stretch your glutes a shit ton. Like before you, not necessarily before you squat, but like throughout the day and stuff, do the pigeon pose, like stretch. That can be good. Just loosen up your glutes and hips and stuff. Yeah, like fucking dirt kids. I just adduction machine's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, work on pigeon pose. A lot of people when they do pigeon pose, they do it wrong because like they're in this position, right? But their hips are like rotated. So you want to keep your hips like parallel to the ground. And you'll definitely feel a lot more in your glutes than a lot of people do it wrong. But it's whatever. Yeah, like the thing, like, oh, aren't you max out? Like, I am good at like 1,000 different lifts. Alan Thrall is mediocre at 2. So I don't know. If you want to compare strength, see who's better at more lifts. Dude, I did a 315 reverse grip bench after never ever doing it my entire life. I never bench pressed the first day. It took Alan Thrall over 10 years to bench 315. Shut the fuck up, dude. It doesn't count. Why doesn't it count? Why doesn't that count, man? Fuck doesn't that count? It's not a real lift. Why isn't a reverse grip bench a real lift? Tell me. There are federations that allow it even. So why isn't it a real lift? Oh god. Let me guess, you used to bench 405 in high school, dude. I don't want to prove people wrong. I don't give a shit what people think. I don't care if you want to know what I deadlift. What? Flat bench or wide grip? What? Oh my god. I don't guess what I could do. I've never said guess what I could do. And if people ask what I deadlift, I would say I don't know. I'll try to remember when your boy went to super training to pause deadlifts. Oh my god. Such a bad troll. Dude, a behind the neck press 225 for 2 reps. You really think I can't fucking bench 315? Amen, pair. I'll read it out loud. All charged 45577. Criticizing some random guy that lifts weights on the internet just makes you look like the butthurt loser you claim everyone else to be. Thoughts on another 1,000-pound one leg press? I didn't see it. I don't know. How far did you move it? Thoughts on Nether? I talked about him a little earlier already. I have nothing to learn from him. I have nothing against the guy. Whatever he's doing works. He's a pretty jacked dude. So if it works for him, not a big fan, but whatever. Drink myself to death. Who is this guy? Why is I'm concerned with what you do? You aren't that unconventional. For the sake of it, your training has a purpose. You enjoy it, you're objectively strong, and you aren't unconventional. For the sake, yeah, exactly. Like I do plenty of like fucking normal lifts. I don't know if people like think, oh, you squat with a safety squat bar. It's so fucking dumb. I can't tell you what you really squat. Like, why not? It's a harder variation. No, fuck's wrong with people. They're just weak and skinny, and probably have nothing going on in their lives, so they sit on YouTube all day to talk shit, make themselves feel better. I guess, I don't know. Just describe every turn of the century strongman that put numbers on match. Yeah, seriously. I'm not giving it. Like, I don't give a shit. I just think it's funny, these idiots. Yeah, I'm not a powerlifter. Why would I like fixate on, these 3 lifts. If I was powerlifting, I'd focus on those, of course. That'd be fucking dumb not to. It's usually a good morning over 500 pounds. Let's see. It isn't behind the back deadlift if you want to perform it from a deficit. I don't know, man. I can barely do it from the floor. My arms are so fucking short, so not the person to ask, really. Yeah, why would I want to spend a session doing a regular squat, bench, deadlift when I don't like doing those? It's a waste of a day. So you can't raw squat to 20 kilos if you box squat 240. What? A box squat, like a true box squat where you sit down, relax, and then like come back up is so much harder than a normal squat. Kill the stretch reflex, you're in a way worse position. There's a safety squat bar. Am I still doing eye lifts? Yeah, I've been working on snatches still. I haven't done any clean and jerks. I'm just certain I'd hurt myself with those, but Matt Wenning has a good vid on box squats and squats applying the same strength. Excuses. Why is it an excuse? I don't know. These douche. Can I block these guys? I don't know how to do that. What? What are you talking about, dude? What? Yeah. Dude, if I can like box squat with a safety squat bar, a full box squat below parallel, paused, complete relaxation, 600 pounds. Like, why do you think I can't regular squat that? I don't give a shit if I look like I lift. I'm still stronger than you, douchebag. Partial me. I hardly do any partials. Find a lift where I'm doing a partial recently. I haven't done a partial in like years. I do more range of motion typically. Never squat below parallel in your life. Alright. Do most athletes require explosive strength in sprinting, etc.? Stop trying to get strong once you become decently strong due to diminishing returns. I mean, there's a point where it's not going to help a lot. A lot of times you're just trying to maintain. Like, the difference in your vertical between a 500-pound squat and a 600-pound squat is probably pretty negligible. So, yeah. I wonder what the psychology behind wanting others to do popular lifts is. That's interesting. I don't know. People are really like obsessed over 25 for 10, dude. Yeah, but box squat is just a partial. Yeah, right. I hide behind easy lifts. Yes, a deficit deadlift standing on like 3 plates is an easy lift. Yeah, especially RDL 585. Because if you're a YouTube person and you say something else is weak, you should be able to back it up. Dude, I have videos from like 2 years straight every day. If you want to see any strength in any lift, I've pretty much done all of them. A box squat isn't full range. What the fuck are you talking about? This dude doesn't lift, obviously. You can change the height of boxes, you know, douche. Would you fitness really? Seriously. I said a box squat's a partial. RDL's harder than deadlifts? Fucking course they are. You gotta reverse the weight at the hardest point. Galoy in charge of the type of guys thinking 500-pound deadlift is elite, for sure. All confirmed, all charged, 0 content on channel, confirmed twink, yup. Are not below top, very low. Dude, you can change the height of boxes, you know, right? Like, boxes can be different sizes. Yeah, literally. And I just did a fucking ox lift, which is significantly harder than a regular deadlift with 550. Super similar and significantly harder. Oh my god. Tell me the standard size of box. There's a million size boxes. There aren't standard sizes. I know. I'm sorry these trolls are here. I'll try and block them. They're just getting annoying now. How do I do this? Let's see. Hide user on. Oh, I can put them in timeout. There we go. You're in timeout. Galois. What else we got here? All charged. Put them in timeout too. There we go. That should shut them up. Just move it. They're in timeout. 300 seconds. What are my thoughts on Chris Wong? The dude needs to do some normal lifts. My thoughts. I just see him do like, from what I've seen, I've only seen him do like squats with uneven weight, and that's not a good idea. Upright rows, depends what kind. I'm like snatch grip, very good. Close grip, like bodybuilding ones. If you have good shoulders, go for it. Can I conventional deadlift? Yes, I can. What was I talking about? Upright rows, yeah. I think they were good. Oh my god, we're not gonna try to put in timeout now. Yeah, I think they're good. Again, if you have the shoulders and you're healthy and you have the mobility, a lot of people have the mobility to actually do an upright row correctly. Doesn't matter in the grip. Like a lot of people, like they can't get enough internal rotation to go high enough. It's my job. I train people for a living. Yeah, I put some of the trolls in timeout. I don't know. So many douchebags from Thrall's channel. People laugh at you when you try. What? Why would I do a 5x5 program? It's fucking dumb. That would do nothing for me right now. Is Punch Nugget? All right, let's get him out of here. Punch Muffin, timeout. Boom. I always want to Thrall's athletes. That's hilarious. Right. From the Zuckerberg. I almost feel a little bad for him, like, because he's like trying to explain what the internet is to a bunch of people who don't know what the internet is, clearly. But if I don't have a lot of time in the day to work out, can I combine squat and deadlift into just a hex bar deadlift? Not necessarily. It's a good middle ground for sure, but yeah, not quite a replacement for either. It's just a different lift, but it's somewhere in the middle. Trump training I want. Good question. These guys are basically the same as, hey, ride a real bicycle, you unicyclist, and let's see how fast you are. Right. Pear, you're on point today. When I get home gym, fuck yeah. Dunce captaining, fuck yeah. Oh, these douchebags. I don't get why people like getting lactose intolerant from GOMAD. Probably stop then. Oh, we got someone new. Nate doesn't talk to you. You look like a chewed bagel. Your lifts are not real. Instead of lifting correctly, you can compensate because your weak step-up challenge. Some of these fitness channels, you basic dad bod. Yeah, I hide just like doing pause deadlifts at super training. Time out. Want to meet with the Boogs again? I don't know. He's in Florida, which is pretty far away from Wisconsin, so I don't know. Nate's life goal is 405 deadlift. Yep. It's kind of funny you put these people in timeout. And press a small delay of launch. Is Thrall still weak to you? Opinion on this? Yeah, it's weak. Thrall has the ultimate dad bod. No shit. Talk about people don't look at their lift. Thrall rips out Henson henchman. Yeah, the comment section on Thrall 61 deadlift is hilarious. I thought about responding to each and every one of them, which is like a one-word response, but I'm like, wait, like 2 weeks or something. White bird in the hips. That was funny. People took it so seriously. I'd never been called a faggot so many times in my life. It's hilarious. Ellen Thrall's at the Eye of Sauron, but it's starting strength instead. And now he is sending his orc army from Mordor, aka Reddit. He has no back. Dude, he has no back. People make fun of me for having no lats. Dude. No lats. No rhomboids, no traps. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls from Alan Thrall's channel on here today. Oh, there's no. His bench is fucking magnificent. Yeah, his I don't know why Alan Thrall's still a thing. I don't know. He markets himself well. Starting strength markets itself well, unfortunately. But yeah, man. To me, he's like what like suburban moms imagine someone who's into metal looks like and acts like. That's what he is. He's like a weird like personification of that. One like Good Morning 600 pounds. I don't know how much is overhead press. I haven't done. I did a behind the neck double at 225 overhead press. Are you bulking to 250? If so, what's your current weight and any idea when you reach 250? Yeah, that's one at 250 pounds just for the hell of it. Just to say I was 250 pounds. I'm at 241 right now. So I put on about 10 pounds since I started the bodybuilding stuff, which is pretty sweet. I don't look any fatter, which is cool. If anything, I'm a little bit more definition from my back. But let's see. I don't know when it's going to be. Who knows? It's definitely slowing down. Chris Duffin stretched himself out between 2 heavy bands, one on his arm, one on the leg on the same side as last video. It was nuts. I'll have to watch that. Do you feel like behind the neck has carry over to a regular overhead press? For sure. I just ignore people. I just like how hard it can be. Can you run sub 6 mile? Probably not right now, no. Am I sitting down or standing? I'm sitting down. Yeah, I used to be a really good runner in high school. I used to be super skinny. Come a long way. I was like 140 pounds at the same height when I graduated high school. So I'm like literally 100 pounds heavier than when I graduated high school right now, which is pretty cool. Or ox lift. If I had a trap bar with high handles, I'm pretty sure I could probably hit 700 at least. So I had 620 with the low handles, so. With the Vogel pull style, no way I'm hitting that much right now, nice. Do I have any lifetime goal? Have sex with Gal Gadot. How tall am I? I'm close to 6'2". Like an eighth of an inch away. Big arms have grown a bit, to be honest. I'm reaching 250 pretty present, still on the milk. Yeah, I still drink milk. Arm, boom. Look at these forearm gains. Boom. Terrible angles, Jesus. There we go. Boom. Wow. Yeah, my arm's definitely grown. What would I put in a quesadilla? Beef, cheese, different kind of cheese, third kind of cheese, some rice, some beans, a little bit of lettuce. That's about it. Isn't Ben Shapiro's sister? I've not. Did I see Eddie Hall's 230 kilo log press attempt? Is it an attempt? He didn't get it? I didn't say it, no. How big are my wrists? I don't fucking know. What do you think about the blood and gut style training, and do you feel it helps your lifts? It's super fucking fatiguing. I am in pain every day from soreness, not like joint pain or anything, but it's fucking rough. Not gonna lie, it's like my main lifts have suffered quite a bit just because I'm just so fatigued all the time. My sleeping, like the first 2 weeks, I could barely sleep. I was all fucked up. Now my sleep's fine now, but other than last night, but it's been good. Like I've gotten stronger in all the lifts I've done, blood and gut style. Like I've always been really bad at bicep curls, and I never do them, which is why. But I've like put a shit ton of weight on those, shoulder screams, shoulder raises. I'm talking about. Gotten better. I put like 10 pounds on a week with those. Pretty sweet. Yeah, so I've gotten better at all these little isolation things. So I think once I go back to like normal Wisconsin method style, I think it'll carry over a lot just because my base will be better. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. My back especially is growing quite a bit. Doesn't gotta go for those 15-inch pipes. How do I sober up right now? I'm drunk. Drink some coffee, take a cold shower, and walk around a bunch. No, I was standing for the behind the neck press. Oh, I failed the lockout. Shit. It's pythons. Do I have someone to scream my ear when I lift? I wish. I wish I had someone like I'd like be a douche like on my level in my gym, but I don't really. So I'm gonna sleeve a 3-year-old unwashed t-shirt. Do you think soreness is at least indicative that whatever you were doing provided decent stimulation, whatever you're trying to improve? To an extent, for sure. Like soreness means something, but it doesn't mean anything at the same time. I love big in person. Do I listen to binaurals? I've listened to some binaural beats. I used to try sleeping with some binaural beats going. I didn't really notice any like significant improvements in my sleep, but yeah, Lord Genova, yes. My knees hurt, but I don't know why. What can I do in the gym to help my calf raise particularly good? So do a lot of hamstring curls, good mornings, stuff like that. Straight leg deadlifts. Depends where your knee's hurting, honestly, but just like vague knee pain. But hamstring curls tend to help a lot of just kind of random knee pain. Hate to admit, Eric was right about the raw garlic. Thoughts on squatting 5 times a week and deadlifting twice, high volume, moderate intensity. If it works. I squatted when I first started Bulgarian style, like 3 or 4 years ago. I maxed out my squat every single day for 6 months straight. So, best way to do heavy lunges without a safety squat bar. I'd say with dumbbells, safety wise. But you can do them with a barbell on your back, but it gets a little sketchy when you're like maxing out. Dumbbells are they're a lot harder, more unstable, so you're not gonna be able to move as much weight, but just the unstableness makes them equally challenging. But it's tough without a safety squat bar, really. Because even if you're doing them without your hands on the cage, it's just easier with the safety squat bar, balance-wise, because the center of gravity is a little bit lower. But, yeah. Hamstring curls in the machine, yeah. What inspired you to write Ohio's for Lovers? Jesus Christ. Probably a dumb question, but any difference between bilateral leg curls versus single leg? My high school gym only has a single leg machine. I imagine working both is a pro. There's, both have their place. That's weird they only have a unilateral one, but I mean, yeah. What's up, Quasar? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good day, too. It's a ghost. Yeah, there's nothing necessarily wrong. Like, you're not gonna be able to move as much weight, but you can get a lot out of doing single leg ones. Like, I usually warm up with some single leg ones before I start like adding weight. I'll put like 30 or 40 pounds on, do some single leg ones. Eggs over easy or over hard or easy? Over easy. Best way to build front delts. My rear and side delts are making my front look tiny. It's pretty rare someone has bigger side and rear delts. Overhead pressing is good. If you really want to hit them real hard, doing like those scrape the rack overhead presses where you have like a slight angle, hits them super fucking hard. They push into the rack real hard. How long have I been training now? Total? I mean, my entire life, really. I've been playing sports, so. Okay. I talked about Nether earlier. Basically, I had nothing learned from him. If it works for him, good for him, but believing in aliens is pretty fucked up. Or not believing in aliens necessarily, but believing in aliens granting you strength is pretty fucked up. Best hip flexor stretch. I like the pigeon pose stretch. Couch stretch is really good for the hip flexor. It's a really good one. Folgers coffee sucks. It does. It's not actually Folgers in there. Don't worry. It's good coffee inside there. It's just a box. I've never drank fucking Folgers. Even though it's the best part of waking up. I gotta get my haircut soon. Alright, 10 more minutes, dudes. Shit. Yeah, like, he's fine. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Is a push press a tricep exercise or more interior delt? both. If you're doing it properly, there's a lot of legs and hips too. Honestly, in my opinion, push press isn't the greatest for like if you're trying to increase your strict press. Certain people it can be useful. For a lot of people, just kind of spin their wheels with it. Is corrective exercise like strengthening small stabilizer muscles legit? Sometimes. It's like I think it can be useful sometimes, like doing if you use like those bamboo bar benches. I think it can be useful for like shoulder stuff, but other than that, not really. Like doing not banded, like I don't know, like a bamboo bar squat or something. That's not gonna really do anything, or like standing a Bosu ball. But I think they can be useful for like shoulder stability and stuff sometimes, using a slosh pipe or something. But how much coffee have you tried at once? I've done a pot and the focus was insane, but I didn't nap an hour after it. Yeah, most like in one go right away. Yeah, probably a pot of coffee. Would you describe yourself as the anti-thrall? No, I wouldn't say that. What's up, banana peel? What overhead press accessories did you get to that 225? I don't really press ever, so I do a lot of back work, a lot of pulling. What do I eat these days? A lot of chicken patties, milk, a lot of broccoli. Yeah, 600 flawless one. Yeah, when I was trying to make fun of my 585 RDL because he said I went cat back. It's called having, fucking spinal erectors, but whatever. Do you tend to feel lighter when you greatly increase your lower body strength? Not that I don't really think about that. I don't know. My lower body strength is pretty fucking good, so got some fucking tree trunks. But yeah, I should make another PSA about douchebags like commenting on technique. Honestly, people should rather be pro something than anti. Right. I'm pro having fun in the gym and getting stronger. Would I ever do liposuction in my cheeks? No. Why the fuck would I do that? It's not that hard to lose weight. Liposuction can become dangerous. How should a box squat be? Depends on what you're working on. They can be real high, they can be real low, they can be anywhere in the middle. Typically, if you're working on like hip strength, you want to be like around parallel. All the trolls disappeared. Their timeouts are over. That's too bad. Do you think people communicate too little in the gym? For sure. Like one of the first things I did when I started working in this gym is I made sure everyone, I became friends with like everyone in the gym and created a community here. Makes such a big difference, especially for like my clients and stuff, because everyone around that I teach, like when I'm coaching someone, I make sure they don't need me anymore, but they come back to me because they want to. Like my goal is that they can all train themselves fine by themselves, which just doesn't take that long if you're a good coach. But it's nice too, because when I have like new clients and they're here by themselves, they can ask all these other people in the gym like, hey, am I doing this right? And they're all like at least halfway knowledgeable and can like tell them, basics at least. I'm not natty. Dude, I would be a hell of a lot leaner if I was taking shit. Yeah, I think like creating a community in your gym is a huge deal. Just like pushing each other. Like I have like the gym downstairs here. I have a fucking like star chart where I give stars. It's like complete bullshit. But low dosing. Fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, there's fucking star chart like that. Like you're fucking in like second grade or something. Like give stars for people. So they like every time someone gets like a multiple of a plate for a lift, like if they overhead press 135 for the first time, I'll give them a star or like shit like that. It's just stupid. It means nothing, but it's just like a little bit extra motivation to, and everyone like competes with that too. A little bit of competition goes a long way. Something you get to. Today, a guy was maxing on squats, and my bench rack was in front of them, and it seemed like he was always about me being in front of him, but he never asked me to stand by or anything. Yeah, like just stuff like that. And then people get pissed off and they want to come back. Like, oh, this guy was an asshole. I wasn't moving. Like, why didn't you just ask him to move? I don't know. Creating community is really important in a gym. It's the gym. The public gym I worked at in Norway did the same thing. Made sure um, to like create a community and stuff. Did I front squat or back squat in Bulgarian? I had back squat when I did it for like 6 months. I had front squat randomly during it, but. Do you find pretty girls increase your lifts by about 20 pounds? Sometimes. Texting me. All relationship problems I've ever seen from lack of communication do, for sure. That's probably 99% of relationship issues. That's like crazy. Will Ellenthal ever overhead press his body weight? Nope. How do you apply isometrics to your training if you do it all? Is that for bodybuilding? I don't really do isometrics. I mean, technically with the bodybuilding stuff, I'll like squeeze at the top. That's not true isometric. I wouldn't. They maybe can be useful for certain things, but probably not. By the way, I actually managed to set up seal rows at my school gym. Observation, no lower back pains. You know my situation. How can I would stick to higher reps. Like I do like sets of like 8 to 10, man. Don't push them too hard yet, just because when they start getting heavy, you tend to start using your spinal erectors like the biggest seal and arch up. And with your issue, I wouldn't be trying to do that too much yet. So I'd stick to kind of light, progress them slowly, and higher reps. Get some hypertrophy in. Hypertrophy training. Let's get you able to set up steel rows now. Depending on static holds, doing it for rear since I can't go heavy. Again. Rear delts. I think it's useful for like the blood and gut stuff, like especially pulling stuff. I kind of, like if I'm doing one arm row, I'll like pull, hold for a second, slow eccentric, and I think that holds really good. Just for like, I like mind muscle control is like kind of bullshit. It's also not bullshit at the same time. Like learning to use your muscles better is always good. Fish powerlifter 180 kilos. For what? Oh, for seal rows? It's crazy. Ever competed in a strength sport? No interest. No, I competed in rowing. It's not strength sport, but no interest. Like, I'd maybe do a strongman meet eventually, but like powerlifting's boring as fuck to me. Like, I don't know, just boring. Weightlifting I'm not good enough at, so. So 5 times 10, yeah. That's good, dude. Gains Quake channel. When trying to increase a certain lift consistently for long term, how would you go about programming in general? Do you mean like trying to increase your deadlift over the course of a year? Hit different rep ranges, and don't just work with 5s, don't just work with 3s, don't just work with singles. Try to hit different rep ranges. Monitor your volume on the lift for sure. Do stuff's gonna help. Like really, especially with that, you really have to find where your weaknesses are. Like maybe your deadlift you're weak off the floor, so maybe some deficit deadlifts would be useful, or your lockouts weak, so maybe doing some rack pulls like below the knee, or working on your upper back, stuff like that. Where do you find all these skinny noobs who weird? So I don't really find them. I have a group chat with some dudes, and they tend to find them and show me. Yeah, it'd be fun to do a strongman. Maybe I'll think about it. I have to get some like access to some implements. So like I've never pressed with a circus dumbbell. I've pressed with a log a few times, but do you feel lifting weightlifting shoes are much more stable now than before? Not necessarily stable. Like these shoes that I normally lift in, they're just like wrestling shoes. So I'm basically on the floor already, so they're pretty stable. But just with my levers, I have really long femurs and stuff and short ass arms. They make getting under stuff easier. Yeah. How to build chest thickness? Is it all about getting stronger? That's part of it. Honestly, like doing decline on a Smith machine is pretty fucking awesome for your chest. As like lame as Smith machine, using Smith machine is, it's fucking good. Too much forward lean in the back squat. What would you recommend to fix it? So get a stronger back. Directors, get better at bracing, and work your quads a little more. I'm thinking 3 C's. Pair. Give me credit where credit's due. Not two C's. Frontier pelvic tilt strength and abs glutes. Part of it also work on your glute mobility and hip mobility. You probably have some tight ass hip flexors. It's pretty common. What time is it? 10 more minutes, dudes. You said in one of your earlier Q&As that Bulgarian style, or the Bulgarian style training isn't the best for bodybuilding. Do you care to expand on this? There's not enough volume. Like, you're not gonna. There we go, pair. It's just like for bodybuilding, you're working on aesthetics for one thing, and you're just not gonna like do that. Yeah, it's just Bulgarian is really great for maximum strength, and that's about it. It's not the best for like hypertrophy and stuff. Like if you want to be bodybuilder, train like a bodybuilder. I'm racing a friend in overhead press. Please give some advice on how to increase it ASAP. But then again, he's here too. Work your back a shit ton, man. Work your back a bunch. Do Z presses. Get really good bracing for it. Yep. Work your back a shit ton. Honestly, back and triceps. Should you yoga? I mean, yoga's not bad. As long as yoga, the problem with yoga is a lot of times people take it too far with like the namaste bullshit. Like just do mobility work, you know. Leverage deadlift machine, murder my lower traps. Yeah, those. Eric had one, and the problem with his is like the lever wasn't quite long enough. It was like a really short lever, but yeah, I remember the first time I ever did those, it killed my lower traps. All fucked up for like a week. Wish I had access to one. Do all kinds of crazy shit, like rows and stuff. But his is a little weird. It was a hammer strength, but it like wasn't. I don't know. How do you stay focused for accessory work, volume work? I mean, part of it makes it like the blood and gut style. There's only like one really hard set per exercise, which helps. You're not doing like multiple sets, other than your like warm ups leading up to it. But that helps a lot. It's kind of like, okay, go nuts now and I can rest. Go nuts now and I can rest. But it's like go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts all the time. That gets pretty. I don't know if I can do that. I could, but it's not very sustainable for me. Pre-workout helps stay focused too. Not a bad idea. Taking some pre-workout. Music helps me. I get totally focused. What's up, Andrew Carey? Yeah, it does get hard maintaining focus sometimes, but just gotta do it. I don't know. Do you think that leaving a few reps in the tank and just doing a lot of sets is as good as going near failure but fewer sets? Sometimes. It depends on your goals. I think if you're really trying to build muscle mass, you need to go pretty close to failure, if not to failure. But there's the consequences of that. They're riskier. I think for long term, for working on strength especially, it's best off probably leave some reps in the tank if you're working on multiple lifts. If you can increase any one lift by 400 pounds, which would be bicep curl? How do you know when glutes are limiting factor in squats? A lot of times you see knee cave, problems getting out of the hole typically. Does some progressive range of motion training. I think it can be useful. It can be useful, but I see all these people are like, oh, I'm doing progressive range of motion. I never, ever quite get to full range of motion. So, if you do it properly, it can be useful. Like Paul Anderson was very successful with it. But a lot of people, like, they'll do like 1 inch, like, unrack a squat bar, and then they'll do like 2 inches and 3 inches, and they go to 5 inches maybe, and that's about it. And they never actually go all the way down because their ego gets in the way. What do you do in your martial art? I box every now and then with my friend here, who I work with will box. Neither of us really know what the fuck we're doing, but it's fun. But I'd love to get some actual, like, some actual martial arts training. Kind of fun. Just like fucking, I don't know, Bruce Lee shit. Kind of sweet. I have a buddy who trains Krav Maga. How would I define blood and gut style training? 4 to 6 exercises focusing on 1 or 2 body parts. 1 all-out set, if the lift allows for it. Fast, concentric, a squeeze, the top, and then a slow eccentric. Going to failure, and then either doing some assisted reps or drop setting. Going just like full ham bone in 1 set, whatever. Some lifts like drop sets work better, some assisted reps work better. So, I mean, you can kind of see all my videos I've been posting in blood gut style. So, all that shit. I was competing in Muay Thai. That's awesome, dude. You've done it, how long have you been doing it? Or have you been training, I should say? Alright. 8 more minutes, I'm done. Hour mark, I'm done. You guys. Get my fucking haircut. Got my fucking contacts are being so shitty. I new contacts. My eyes all buggy. I'm real brutal. What isolation would you recommend for a noob? Hamstring curls, bicep curls. Come on. Hell yeah. There's my boy. Yeah, bicep curls, hamstring curls. Not really isolation, but a lot of back extensions. Can't talk. My favorite munchie? Oof. Doritos, probably. No, red vines. Take it back. Whoa. His eyes are good. Oh, shit. I'm fucking tired. I'll nap after my haircut, I think. Ah, fuck, I can't. I'm actually recording another metal song with my buddy. You guys heard the first one, I put the chorus up. I just gotta finish that still. We're gonna record another one that's pretty fucking heavy. Got a sick fucking breakdown. Have measured my biceps? No. I don't measure myself. 1,500 grams of salted peanuts. Stomach pain was bad. I believe that's a lot of salted peanuts. The worst was I got bet by a friend of mine to eat an entire bag of craisins, like the family size one, which is like a bag like this big of craisins all in one go, and I was like shitting my brains out, and my stomach was like in pain for like 3 days. It was awful. Why does strong pulling equal strong pushing? You don't see anyone who rows 315 with 3 bench. You have more to push off of, you have bigger base, like to push off of. You're gonna be more stable. Like I said, like other than the bodybuilding stuff, up until I started doing this, I never pressed, and I so rarely press. And I did 225 behind the neck twice or 2. Dude, it could be worse. It's fucking like it's gonna snow again here today. What would be your opinion on doing 1 set of deads every morning after you wake up? Like out of bed 1 set of 5 of whatever weight every day. Like greasing the groove? Not a bad idea. I tried it for a while. The gym I used to work at in Norway. I just set up a bar with like 225 in there, or 100 kilos, whatever. And every time I walked by it, I just do 1 rep. But then my boss got pissed because there was like a barbell sitting there all the time and no one's allowed to use. Getting out of war? Hell yeah. Looks fucking awesome. All the reviews I've read, it's like the greatest game ever. We did my Thai for about 2 years, but did a 1.5 years of MMA before. Nice. Gyms for back growth or rows would be better? Both. Neither's really better. It's different. What was your overall program to get insanely strong in rows? Row every day. Usually sets of 3 to 8 max sets. strict until you can't. Like Eric just released a video on this. I've said it a million times too. Strict until you can't, and then do cheat rows and get the best of both worlds. So, what do I do when I stall in a row? Change the row. What I always do. Switch it up. Not that hard. Like if your bent over row fails or like stalls, and go to like a Penlay row, or go to a Yates row, or Croc row, or Smith machine row, whatever you want to be. Machine row. Should I have loadable dumbbells? My loadable dumbbells are pieces of shit. They're so bad. I got them for like $10 at Playing on Sports. They like move around a shit ton. The handle's like so thin. Like the worst thing in the world to press with. But if you're gonna get some better ones. At best, I'm not gonna do a Bud Eric impression. They'll get turned into a GIF or some shit. Max weight 40 kilos in my gym. Yeah, the heaviest dumbbells I have in mine are fucking 75 pounds. Just bullshit. Best way to increase overall cardio capacity. Intervals probably. I'm a big fan of 30-30s. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds rest. A super simple like cardio finisher, if you want to call it. You can do it a few times a week. Do 6 sets of 30-30 on a rower or bike, whatever it happens to be. 6 sets of 30-30, rest 3 minutes, and then do 3 blocks of that. Super easy. I get my Mai Tai and Wushu and use my long jab basically most of my fights. 75-inch reach. Open a gym would be in the state. I already owned a gym in Norway, but I plan on opening one here eventually too again. So here. Fucking splinter. What the fuck? So yeah. Do you think McGregor versus Mayweather in MMA will happen? I saw like they've been leaked. They agreed on some rules. It was like no kicks and like there's no takedowns too. So it's like, what the fuck's the point? Just smaller gloves basically. Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. I feel like I should McGregor got himself into this week. Or last week, which is fucking dumb. Like, dude, you're a fucking millionaire. You don't need to be starting shit. See you, pair. Did you do any grip hand training? Start playing around with that? Not really. I did those towel deadlifts not too long ago. Yeah, it's just a money grab, you're right. How'd you mix conditioning with a conjugate method program? It's a good thing you can do on the off days. My favorite lift ever, I think the ox lift is one of my favorites. It's just like so fucking hard. But if Thrall came to your old gym, would you have kicked him out? If he kept training how he is now, yeah. Doing bullshit, you know. Worrying about technique over anything else. Yeah, he wouldn't last very long. I kicked out about a third of the people. He's on the face. See you, Bear. Fucking splinter, like a motherfucker. Alright, 1 minute, dudes. Then I gotta get my haircut. I gotta shower first. Thoughts on trap bar rows? Yeah, they're good. Yeah, Eric's too. Dirt kid. Yeah, looking at a lot of the off days, like people West Side, they're doing like some conditioning work and stuff. I noticed that playing with rep range is beneficial from my experience. The undulating style, you know, basic science behind why. It's just law of accommodation. You know, if you do nothing but singles, you know, eventually you're not gonna be able to progress much. So just hitting different stuff, which like I get around that by switching lifts pretty often. Really good rear delt exercise. Done in some of my bodybuilding videos, like see on bench, you're hunched over, kind of rounded, and you just do reverse flies and pull aparts. Those like weird shrug things doing dumbbells, like pull back, really good for rear delts too. So, all right, dude, I'm gonna get going. Have a wonderful weekend. I don't think I'm gonna post fit footage from today. It's just boring shit. So this will be my video for the day. Yep. So I'll see you dudes. Have a very hi door. Fucking Swedes. See you dudes. Love y'all. Goodness.